Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and thank you for logging into our concert. My name is Dana Pellis, and I've had the privilege of conducting all of Portage's junior and senior high music ensembles this year. Performance is a large aspect of what we do, and while we were able to get out some carols around Christmas time, once there were a lot more of us in the building, performing a concert became much more feasible. Colorado University has been conducting an ongoing study since April, I believe, of aerosols with respect to music performance, both instrumental and vocal. The bottom line is this: to have 4 separate ensembles, 2 of which are bands, so they play without masks. They play 3 pieces each, one after the other in the same indoor space. It's entirely unsafe even without an audience. So instead, we incorporated some music technology into our lessons to bring you some virtual performances. Obviously, this year was not without its struggles. From figuring out how to sing without your mask coming down off your nose, to getting several layers of pantyhose stretched over the bell of your baritone, your children and I have faced challenges we never imagined. Each of our choruses were able to bundle virtual license with one of their pieces. While we sang along outside, distanced for the video, we recorded the audio inside 2 at a time. Your children sang with one other person in front of a huge group of their peers. That is no small task. And usually seating a band is a pretty standard process. Certain instruments go in certain places, but seating them 7 to 9 feet apart in the auditorium was totally another story. We have had at least 5 different seating charts, experimenting between the different pieces and trying to find an arrangement that worked, where one saxophone player usually sits in a section of saxophone players and they're mostly playing the same part. Now that saxophone player is 2 rows and 4 seats away from anyone, and they might be sitting all around people who are playing a completely different part than they are. All of your students have had to go above and beyond in taking musical risks this year and singing out alone without the support that they're used to. This is why most of our videos are just a view of the auditorium. On a normal year, the ensembles would be arranged on stage or on the risers the same way they are for rehearsals. So this year we did the same thing. Facing isolation is one of the hardest things any of us has had to do, and your students did that daily to keep each other safe. The theme for this concert is Songs of the Times. We delve into some darkness, but overall these pieces are about finding the light during dark times. Ideally, I would have put all the files together and made my own intros between each piece, but uploading that probably would have taken 49 years, so I stuck to separate files. I encourage you to listen through every piece. These kids all worked incredibly hard, and without you, we'd just be making music into the void.